the thing about it is I was going to put on like a really pretty outfit and I was going to be, my sassy self. And I came across this t-shirt and I'm like, this is the message today. Real estate is a contact sport. Now we're going back and talking about basic stuff. You're like, Becky, this is basic stuff. And yet many times I'll ask that question and I will have clients or just people I'm talking to in general say, I haven't made any contacts this week, or I've only made 2 or 3. Depending upon what your goals are, 2 or 3 might be good. But if your contacts are not big enough for you to hit the goals that you have, then you need to create some new habits around contacting people on a daily basis, right? So let's talk about this for a second where it comes to habits. So many of us are great at starting. Let me leave you guys with something. The real reason habits matter is not because they can get you better results, although they can do that, but because they can change your beliefs about yourself. They can change your beliefs about yourself. So let me ask you this. What are you believing about yourself today that's not serving you in your business? What are you believing about yourself today that's not serving you in your business? How many of you know what you should be doing, but you don't do it because you believe that you're not a good time manager or you don't stick to your schedule? When there becomes stress about money, or there becomes stress about not having enough business, or there's stress because you don't have enough time for other people, can every bit of that be tied back to the fact that you don't manage, you're not managing your time in your calendar? You're not separating the most important from the kind of important? That's a lot of responsibility, because who can we blame for that? Who can we blame for that? Or who should we blame for it? Oh yeah, yes. Point to yourself, the person in the mirror. Let me tell you something, guys. The space between where you are and where you want to be lies 6 inches between your ears. Some of us, it's 4. Right? It's so true. We let our minds derail us and control us. I want to develop one habit around calendar management. Let me give you a hack that works for me. I look at my calendar at night for the next day. I move around what I know I've got some conflict. If I do, I erase and replace. I send out emails for whatever I need to do. And then I put my most important stuff first. So I calendar myself for the week on Friday. I calendar myself for the week on Friday for the next week. And then every night I look at my calendar the next day. And then I move around, I do what I need to do. And then I commit to my calendar for the next day. Sandra, I commit to it. And I don't let anything get in the way of that. I mean, I work with my husband in the same house, and we both have learned, we respect each other's calendar. I'll even ask him, what's on your calendar today? So I know. And he knows mine. What decisions are you going to make today to change your identity, to change your habits, to change your outcomes? So for example, I sit down and I think to myself, if I would have started something, have you ever done this? If I would have started something in January, like we're in April 14th. If I would have started X in January, where would I be right now as of April 14th? And here's what we do is we coach, we listen, we read, we do all of these things, and we hear and we write down, and we don't commit to the change, right? I'm not any different than you guys. This shows up in my life too. And then 4 or 5 months later, I find myself in the same situation that I was in 3 or 4 months ago, because I didn't commit to the change, to the habit change. My goal for you is by the time we finish this book, you commit to the one identity change that is going to change your habits, that's going to allow you to explode in your business or in whatever area you choose. I'm focusing on business, right? For this call. So again, if you get up every morning, I want you to read this, highlight it. It's on page 41. It's on page 41, and it's in a bullet point. The most effective way to change your habits is to focus not on what you want to achieve, but on who you wish to become. Read that every morning. The most effective way to change your habits is to focus not on what you want to achieve, but on who you wish to become. And then step into that.